It's Music Lover, and today's devotional is called Removing the Plank. This devotional is going to be talking about about how to deal with conflict. We're going to be talking about how to handle problems and situations in life. And it doesn't matter what kind of situations they are. It's late at night, I'm having trouble talking, but this is what the devotional is talking about. So let's get on to it. It's called Removing the Plank. There's a big difference between pointing out the faults of others and confronting someone who has wronged you. The Bible clearly states in Matthew 18, verse 15, "If your brother sins against you, go and tell him his fault, between you and him alone." God doesn't want us to spread gossip and complain to everyone around us about how we were mistreated. Instead, he tells us to go directly to that person privately and work it out. And if you continue reading the rest of that text, it says, "If he listens to you, you have gained your brother." God has given us that instruction so that fences can be mended and relationships saved. He wants us to have peace and unity. Fighting and bickering among us is displeasing to God. However, many people misuse this text to justify pointing out the faults of others. The Bible makes it very clear how God feels about judging. Just read Matthew 7, verse 1. "Judge not, that ye be not judged." And Matthew 7, verse 5 states, "You hypocrite, first take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye." Wow, it doesn't get much clearer than that. Which one of us is without sin that we can set ourselves up as judge and jury? Only God knows hearts and is qualified to be a fair and just judge. Let's try harder to keep our own lives pure and leave the judging to God. Alright, the text I want y'all to look up. I know that was hard to take in, but that is a very important message, and I just wanted y'all to think about it. The texts I want y'all to look up are John 8, verse 7, Romans 2, verse 3, James 4, verses 11 and 12, and John 7, verse 24. Thank you all for listening. Music Lovers signing off, but always remember that at times it's okay to be random.